Hi guys, welcome back to Liking Hiking. So this is the final part of a series. This is part 3 of best and worst of 2018. So today we're going to be looking at the best and worst moments that I've experienced backpacking in 2018. So this was a really hard list to choose from, especially when it comes to best. Like, I've had so much fun in 2018, like hiking. I've done a lot of different sections of trail. I've done a few different trails. I've done a few different types of things. So it was a real challenge. Worst moments? Well, there was probably only a few to pick from. Really, I've been pretty lucky this year. I've had not too many bad experiences out there on the trail, and most of them, funnily enough, were combined to one hike, which was, well, you'll see in a minute. But anyway, we'll move on. So the worst moment for 2018 was right back in March, which was Walk the York. Now, we had quite a few, so like pretty much all my worst moments for 2018 come from this hike. I still enjoyed it, but we were a little bit unprepared, I think, for the warmer weather. It was our first summer hike that we had done, and it was hot. It was averaging temperatures of 35 degrees over the day. So today did not quite go according to plan. We ended up starting further south than what we intended, so we had to walk 5Ks before we even got to our starting point. And then we almost made it to Port Rickaby before it was just way too hot to continue. So we had a break, make it into Port Rickaby, I don't know, 3-ish, and we spent the afternoon there, dinner there. And we weren't quite as prepared for that as what we probably could have been. But anyway, so, and this relates to my worst moment of 2018, which was we did not carry enough water between two towns, and we ran out probably about 2Ks from town, which wasn't ideal. It was like 35 degrees. We were walking, it was close to the middle of the day because of another accident, like kind of this hike. Just imagine series of unfortunate events. That was this hike. So we'd already been behind schedule because we started from the wrong point, and we should have been, had less Ks to walk between the towns, but we had to walk an extra 5 to 10 Ks because we started in the incorrect point. Anyway, a lot of lessons learnt from this, but basically we didn't quite have enough water to make it to the town because of the heat of the midday section. So we did run out, we had to stop under the trees, rest. A couple of people hiked into the town, got a few drink bottles and whatnot, brought them back to us, which was really nice. And then we just hiked the last 2Ks into town. Like, we weren't about to die, but wasn't the most comfortable experience. So that would have to be my worst moment of 2018 for sure. But learned lots of lessons from that. Never run out of water since. May even perhaps carry too much sometimes, but you know, Australia, our water sources, not that reliable, so it's probably not that big of an issue. So, enough of the bad. Let's move on to the best moment of 2018. So this was like the hardest thing to pick because I've had so many good moments. Like, I've already talked about in part 1, which is favourite section of the trail, the ridge walking. So I was like, oh, is that my favourite moment? But actually, I think backpacking wise, my favourite moment of 2018 was when I completed my first marathon. So that was 42.2 kilometres. Guys, we did it! Our first marathon! Yay! And Zoe achieved 30 kilometres. That is pretty decent. I don't have any hands. High five my drink bottle. Woo! Anyway, woohoo! Our first marathon. I'm so excited. It was not on a trail, it was just urban hiking. So, you know, does it really count? I'm not sure. But anyway, that was just such a great feeling to know that I could push myself to walk 42 kilometres in one day. And also, like, I know we didn't have our big backpacks on, but it didn't take anywhere near as long as I expected. So I think that was a highlight because you could see, like, how far we'd come from, like, when we first started, we were doing like 16, max 20 kilometres a day, and we're like, this is it. We've hit the limit, the peak distance. And then like we just grew from there until we can complete 42 kilometres in one day. 2 weeks before that, we had hiked 30 37 approximately kilometers in one day. So that's with our big backpacks on. So it was kind of seeing that progression of how far we could push ourselves. So I know it's not all about the kilometers, but anyway, finishing that marathon was my best hiking moment of 2018. So guys, I hope you liked this mini 3-part series of best and worst of 2018, and I hope 2019 has lots more fun moments, and I'm sure I'll have lots more lessons to learn in 2019. So guys, if you have a best moment of hiking or even a horror story, please leave it down in the comments below. And as always guys, keep on liking hiking.